Hi, everybody. Colleen here. If you're like me, it's been a bit of a journey learning how to do foiling successfully. Today, I want to share tips and tricks to help you make foiling easier and actually a lot of fun. And it's quite addicting. So, with that, let's get started. First, we're going to talk about toner paper. Now, toner paper comes in all kinds of ways. You can either use your inkjet to print them, or you can have them pre-made for you. And the toner is what the foiling adheres to. Maker Forte has come out with 8.5 by 11 toner sheets, and they have also come out with these sentiment sheets. And there's some really pretty sentiments on there. And they come in black on white, or they come on white on black. And I'll show you a little bit more in a minute. But when you use the 8.5 by 11 toner sheets, that's the look, a sample of the look that you can get. You can do a whole lot of backgrounds in advance with those toner sheets. And with the sentiment sheets, you can get a couple different looks depending on if you go with the black ink and a white background, or if you go with a white ink on a black background. And you'll see as we go further along how they differ and how unique they are. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the laminator, and there are several of them. But I use the Royal Sovereign laminator. I think it was recommended to me by Jennifer McGuire and a few other people, and it's a very inexpensive, good laminator to use. So basically, the laminator has the on and off button. They have a hot and cold setting, so you can do hot or cold, and hot is what you want for foiling. And when that green light is on, you know you're ready to laminate. I turn my laminator on and leave it on a good 15 to 20 minutes to get it really hot because I find that the foil adheres much better when that laminator's had a lot of time to heat. So with that, let's talk about the foiling sheets. And there's a ton of selections out there, but you get what you pay for. So I'm going to talk to you about my favorite 3 toner sheets. So we start with the Gina K one, which is a collaboration with ThermoWeb, and they are really nice toner sheets. They're sized 6 by 8, which is a great size, and they come in a whole heap of colors. So that's one of my more favorite ones to use because of the color selection and the versatility, and it's a good quality. ThermoWeb is always good, and you can find this at Gina K or ThermoWeb. Another brand that I use is called iCraft Deco Foil, and those come in tubes. And the tubes are nice because there's a lot to them. They're 6 by 12 inches. The only thing I don't like about them is that once I pull the foil out, I have a hard time getting it back in the tube. So that's something I'm still trying to figure out. But that's a good quality foiling as well. The last one that I really like is the deco foil that's made by Brutus Monroe. What I like about this is that he comes up with some really unique designs. So you can create some fantastic backgrounds. And like I said before, do them all in advance so you have backgrounds ready to go when you need to make a card. Those are my favorite choices. So now we're going to talk a little bit about parchment paper. And parchment paper is what you need to create your sandwich that's going to go into the laminator. And you can use the parchment paper that you buy at the grocery store. You just tear it and cut it down, or you can buy them pre-made like what I'm showing you here. And either way, it won't melt in the laminator, and it's a good choice, and it keeps your sandwich in place. Now I'm going to show you how to make your sandwich. And this is a really easy thing to do. So you open up your parchment paper, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the item that you want to laminate. And here is a sentiment strip I want to laminate. Then you cut down only the amount of foiling sheets that you need, and you place it over what you're going to laminate. Close your parchment paper up, and now you have your sandwich. And then you're going to put it into the heated laminator, and you're just going to stick it in there until it catches. And it goes very slowly. So now I'm going to show you a demonstration of how that actually works and what it looks like when you're done. So basically, I've already showed you how you put it in. I usually run it through 2 to 3 times, and in between each time, I take my finger and run it over the top and just kind of gently press down and let it cool in between the times that you put it in. I do find that if you put it through 2 to 3 times, that it comes out much better than if you just do it once. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you remove the foil. And this is the fun part. It's so exciting. Look at that shine. It's so pretty. And it was just that easy to do it. And now, if you look at the positive piece that's left over, which is that sentiment, you can actually add that onto those 8.5 by 11 toner sheets, and then you can actually foil that. So you're kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal here, and that's the nice thing about those toner sheets. So here I'm showing you finished foiled products and what they look like when they're white on black and black on white. They're really pretty. And here's the sample cards that I made using all of the foil that I showed you. And I'm really excited about how these turned out. There's so many ways that you can have fun with them and embellish them and even add more layers to them. So I'm really happy you joined me today, and I thank you for stopping by.